Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy K-Dub back with another video. And shout out to everybody listening and supporting the cause. Now, this is actually my second attempt of making this video because my first time was, the audio was messed up and, my voice sounded, very weird and shit. So I'm like, let me just scrap all this up. Because I was making a lot of good points, so it already sucks that I probably won't be able to remember all the exact points about Tekashi 69 because I was going ham on Tekashi, man. But it is what it is, man. So I'll just go in on the second time. So what I really don't understand about black people is you accept motherfuckers to come into our culture, exploit us. And not only that, got motherfuckers arrested, locked up and shit. And even though he's saying like he reps, the Bloods and shit, in New York, even though he's not really in the group, but the group allowed him to, the gang was trying to use up, Tekashi for their own gain, for money and for publicity, which is it just shows how the gang culture has really changed over the years to where they will drop for what they say they believe in for some money. And because of that, Tekashi got y'all looking like a damn fool while he's still getting millions of views on his social medias accounts, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And he's able to still drop a video right after he gets out of, prison. I'm pretty sure he's going to get like over 100 million or possibly a billion views later on. But he already got like 54 million views. And this is from yesterday. Like I checked the numbers, yesterday, and it was like 54 million views. And this is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Like, y'all need to stop, supporting motherfuckers that is just gonna use up whatever you give them and then treat you like shit. Start styling on you. But, it is what it is, man. This is what niggas, deserves. This is what fuckboys deserve, man. Because I'm not, included in this bullshit because I don't listen to his music. I don't support people like him. Not just because he's a culture vulture, but to also mock us and treat us like shit at the same damn time. And like, bruh, y'all just support anybody, man, for some damn profit. Like, sell your own, values for some money. Like, it's fucking sad, man. And, a lot of people is gonna try to, make it seem like, you're at the fault because you don't want to see a motherfucker win in life. And it's like, dude, he snitched on some gangster motherfuckers, man. I mean, that's supposedly, some gangsters, and get them locked up for a very long time. But he admittedly said he's a rat, saying that he's a legend for whatever fucking reason. Legend my ass. Like, I can't stand. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. But yeah, that's how I feel every time I hear this motherfucker talk about stupid. You dumb. Like, yo, I can't stand people. I can't stand people sometimes. Got women going crazy over this fuckboy. Like, this dude is literally walking around in fucking colors and shit. And y'all giving him so much, support. You gave him so much support than motherfuckers that actually are on some real shit, like Tupac, Biggie, Big L. Big Pun, 50 Cent. I mean, even oh, I gotta 50 Cent do need some explaining to do because he did co-sign with Tekashi and what's his face? Because there's another dude that made another music with he made music with Tekashi, so I forgot what his name is, but various people, including I would say Nicki Minaj too, but she'll do music with whatever and whoever just to stay in a spotlight. But people do anything for some clout and some money, man. Like it's fucking sad, and it's even making my generation look horrible. Mine and because I'll say I'm a millennial, because I know millennials are like in the early 80s to late 90s, and I know Gen Zs are probably in the early 2000s and late 2010s. So, and then there's already another generation coming out, like Generation Alpha, which is already in full effect, and they're gonna be possibly the next victim of listening to this kind of bullshit. Yeah, the world's definitely going upside down, man. Like not only culturally but economically. Like the whole world is fucked up. And I even got my own like what's that word? What's that thing? Like I have my own, intuition. Like I already got a feeling like, something has to be done because there's too many fuckboys. There's too many, soft ass motherfuckers walking around thinking that they can do whatever they want and just complain their way or this, bullshit their way into success. And you're seeing this right now. Like you're seeing Tekashi 6ix9ine, bullshitting his way in a really fucked up way. Which, as black people, we're already used to it because anybody can pretty much use up our culture, disparage us at the same time, and we ain't doing shit about it, at the most part. I know there's people that's, fighting back towards that shit, but if the majority of people don't really care about it, then it's almost like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of fighting for our self-worth, self-worth, and and our reputation on the line? We're fighting for that, but for people, they ain't have no problem, selling their soul to the devil for some Nike, for some Jordans and some fucking, Black and Milds, It's fucking disgusting. But that's how a lot of people operate anyway. But I will show you what's freaking hilarious. Hold up. I saw this a couple of times and I'm still chuckling like a schoolgirl. So yeah, it's already on. So watch this if y'all haven't seen this before.
So I'm in my fucking room. 6ix9ine is literally, he moved into the house behind me. He's taking pictures on the back deck.
So imagine you, being in her position and seeing this motherfucker on the... Yo, why does it keep doing that? But anyways, imagine you in her position and you see Tekashi sitting right there, showing for the gram. Because I already know why what he was doing, because you can see in the comment section. But you literally seen this and you're like, what the hell? Because we already know like the kind of situation that Tekashi went through. And you would be thinking like, shouldn't he be hiding, from everybody? But no, man. Like it, you really can't make this shit up, man. And that's and that's what he was doing earlier, yesterday. Yo, why is it not? Okay. Yeah, like this is exactly what he was doing earlier yesterday. Showing for the gram. Him in them colorful ass colors. And and y'all should really y'all really should, because I'm kind of already condoning, watching this shit. But if you actually watch this shit, watch his live stream, it was a couple of days ago. The funny thing about it is he talked about he's tough, but he has a hard time, taking off his jewelry off his neck because he talking about this is too heavy. Like his fucking weak ass. And oh god. Yeah, man. Like after 6 died, like after he got exposed, he definitely got to be moving somewhere. Like he got to he got to bounce somewhere, man. Like it's fucking crazy, man. But yeah, at the same house, yeah, like he got all this damn jewelry on and shit. Got the black, fucking crazy, man. But yeah, you already got, the cops already blocked the they already, blocked the, the neighborhood so they can actually get him to move to a different location. But the thing is though, like he's gonna already expose himself again. Like he's gonna expose himself again. Probably in the neighborhood where I don't know, but I'm trying to think of a place where he's not gonna, where a lot of people is not gonna be around him. But this is how 6ix9ine is, man. He, he's people saying he's a troll, but nah, don't let that troll thing fool you, man. Like he is a full damn, I can't talk today. He's a full representation on the entertainment industry and how society is right now. Like he's a full representation of what society is right now. Like him wearing colorful ass colors, acting a damn fool. Like that's exactly how he is. And it's just ridiculous, man. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking sad, man. And why niggas leave the house with 6ix9ine locations in the GP? Yeah, man. Like one thing I know I'm not part of the gang, but I know one thing for sure about gang culture. Like snitching is a very that is the biggest sin in that culture. Like it doesn't matter, what happens. You do not snitch, to the cops, man. You do not snitch to the cops, man. Like even if people was coming after you, like I don't know, man. It depends, man. Because even Jay Prince was able to get through some shit. And I'm not saying this to condone snitching to the cops. Unless you're not part of that gang shit. Because when it comes to civilians, the whole civilian thing, when it comes to civilians, the whole gang thing is you're not part of it. So you're kind of excluded from that. But still, if you're going to be snitching on people, you better hope and pray. But most of the time, you're going to get caught anyway. But you better hope and pray, man. If you're going to be snitching, people are not going to find your ass. Like you're going to be in hiding for the rest of your life. Like back then, if you were caught snitching on somebody, you would be in hiding for the rest of your life. But because of what Tekashi 6ix9ine did, it seemed like if you even snitched on if you even snitch on the gangster, you pretty much will be able to walk in the street the next day. Hell, you'll be able to walk down this damn street, pick up some flowers, you know, drink your damn fruity ass drinks with your bitch asses, but you can do whatever you want now. And it is ridiculous, man, to how, you know, and this is one of the reasons why New York is not, you know, taken seriously anymore, unlike other places like, you know, the South, or, you know, outside or in the West, you know, like in Atlanta, Texas, you know, Georgia, you know, California, you know, especially South California, you know, Chicago, you know, in the middle, Midwest, you know, there are some niggas, you know, over there as well. You know, it's mostly white people, but hey, man, even white people don't even play like this. But you know, and I'm done. I'm done, man. Cause if people is not going to, especially gangs, man, if you're gonna let, you know, guys like Tekashi 6ix9ine to walking around, you know, sticking the middle finger in the air, you know, treating y'all ain't shit, and y'all actually ain't doing nothing, then that's on y'all, man. Cause for me, I shouldn't really be this upset about it because I'm not part of the gang culture, but I am a little bit upset because Tekashi is one of those dudes that is using up, you know, my culture, twisting it up in some bullshit, and no one is really taking it seriously, or they're gonna try to, you know, make excuses for them unless they getting paid by the nigga, you know. But it is what it is, man. Like I'm gonna drop this, you know, topic, because it seems like no one's taking this seriously. Like, if he's able to walk around for a long time like George Zimmerman, it's done. The whole gang culture is done. So I definitely will talk to y'all later, man. I hope you enjoyed this video. About to drop some heat, you know, later on today, and I'll talk to y'all later, man. Deuces.